and a pointer. Please welcome all the way from Kingston, Jamaica, via London, England, and Zurich, Switzerland. No other than Mr. Simmerip himself, Mr. Roy Ellis.
The first experience with music is started to learn to play the trombone. I could always sing from a little boy in Jamaica, when you have the genes and when you have the talent, I could dance. But my first experience, I come to that later on. The first instrument I used to play is a queer flute, made out of bamboos, with 6 holes with a finger and 1 for the lip in Jamaica. Then, but my first instrument, it was a munda harmonica. That's where I started from. Then I went to flute. But dancing, I could always dance, and sing. But I always liked to play an instrument in Jamaica. And then I came to England and I decided to say I want to play the trombone. And Rico, Red Rickies, they taught me how to play the trombone.
This next song is gonna be one of the first ever Skinhead reggae, punk reggae in 1969. I was just a little boy. And it's a very famous song. It's a bit big. This song bring me a lot of chicken feed, It's called Must Catch a Train Tonight from 1969. Yeah. Hey, come on. Last night. Catch a train tonight. I've got a day. Must catch a train tonight. Yeah. I can't be late. I'm feeling mighty fine. Hey. La 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 la. Oh oh. La la la. Oh oh. La la la. Oh oh. La la la. Tonight.
my mother sent me because I nearly killed somebody with a machete. And they wanted to send me to a school and Jugendgefängnis, like it's called Stony Hill. And if I go to Stony Hill, I could come out there dead or die inside. So my mother got me out real quick from Jamaica. Because I couldn't go to Alpha Boys School because Alpha Boys School it's not dangerous people in Alpha Boys School. Alpha Boys School is people who don't have no kids, who have no family. Or you have kids and can't afford to look over, you see talent, they send you to school and you got to be Catholic. And I'm not a Catholic. See, and Alpha Boys School is a Catholic school. So, So my mother took me out of Jamaica and brought me to England because I was very dangerous, because when you grow up without a father and a mother, nobody to look after you, At school I could go because Jamaica is very important you go to school there because you have so much illiterate, unalphabetic people over there, so I didn't want to be in this category. So when I came to England, I had finished my school, I was 14 and a half, and then 6 months I was 15. So then I have to leave the school, then I started to learn trade, learn something. So I went to do motor mechanic, blah, 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 but the music was still there. And I was still going to night school and carry on and get myself, gebildet, weitergebildet, And so my mother took me out of the dungeons in Jamaica and, and then came to England and it didn't stay with her very long. With 16, I'm gone again.
One-way ticket. Oh yeah. Literally talk to you later on. Come on. One more. One-way ticket. Fly me to the moon. One more. One-way ticket. Wicked. One-way ticket. Fly me to the moon. One-way ticket. Fly me to the moon. Now listen. All the skinheads they standing in the queue to get the tickets that they can pass through. We'll be dancing till the curfew. One-way ticket, fly me to the moon. One-way ticket, fly me to the moon. Listen, lift up your boots that you can fly. Tell everybody make me say bye-bye. Look on me back, I have my backpack. Tell everyone I'm done. One-way ticket, fly me to the moon. All my trouble, one-way ticket, yeah. Listen, the trouble and the hurt will be over. Man and the moon said come over. The pretty skin and girl is my lover. Oh yeah. One-way ticket, fly me to the moon. One-way ticket, fly me to the moon. All the souls of me, let me hear you. One-way. I'm missing loud, everybody. Let me do that. Play with trumpet, everybody. Give me the piece there. Come on. The last night. Give me that. Come on.
in England one time, a talent competition. And I tried to be a part of it, you know. And I won the second prize as a dancer, not as a singer. There's a lot of people there, but I won the first prize as a dancer, and some English guy won the first prize as a singer. Then somebody discovered me, was in the concert, and said, "Oh, I like your voice. I like your, you know, Jamaican talk. The white boy that can't sing. You sing much better than him." you know what he said, huh? But you know, it's a big crowd, you know. Talent, you know. Anyway, this guy called Sonny Bird, he got me to say, it looks for young people with talent. So he got me to the song, got me to the studio and made the song. And he said, "You don't have any material?" I said, "Yeah." So, you know, bringing material to it took me to some other guys to let me sing. So I remember it was coming up to Christmas. And I said, "Sing something." This guy come out, some black guy was eating some food and said, with his mouth full, "Raman, sing something, let me hear you sing." You know, I said, "Bloody hell, what I'm gonna sing now? What I'm gonna sing now? Just one hear what, sing something." So all the thing I could come up with was Jingle Bells. You know the song Jingle Bells? So I started, those days ska was licking. That was the ska time, you know. We come up with Jingle Bell. And I started to sing, you know, but they didn't expect me to do the rhythm as well with my mouth. The rhythms, you know. So I went, "Bim, bim, boom, bim, bim, boom, jingle bells, jingle all the way, brum, brum, oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open, brum, brum, jingle all the way, brum, oh, what fun to ride and sing in a one-horse open, bim, 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 ding, 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 I was singing and playing the rhythm at the same time, and the guys, all the people around started to dance. Not dancing, but started, you know, jump, bum, 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 and I was doing bass, I can't do it right now, but you know what I mean. Bang, jingle bell, drums, horns, drums and bass was playing a rhythm guitar with my mouth and singing at the same time. So the guy said, "This guy talented."
Chicken Mary 1969, 1966, Chicken Mary with the boss. Hit it! Boss. First Skinhead record ever. These are classic, traditional. Everybody say the word. Why, oh? Every day the bucket go out when the party must come on, swing. Every day the bucket go out when the party must Thank you very much.
You have a sound system, he's got a sound system, that one was, and every week is a party. Those days in England, you have to have the party in your house. That's how the black people can make the money to buy a house, because you have to pay entry to get in. So so we don't know where the party, everybody want me to come and toast the microphone. Yeah. No matter what the people say, I used to copy King City, you know, on this car rhythm going, all you gotta do, hip, 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 halimpa, himpa, highly, highly. You know, you see that video thing from Wembley with my abrasive? This thing where they come, highly, highly, ice fall, ice fall. These are the things we were doing in the microphone. You were toaster, not like what you were. You were come much later, you know? So I've been doing all that business long before these guys. I mean, they're not the same age as me, but they started late, you see?
Come on and dance with me. Come on and dance with me, baby. Come on and dance with me, yeah. Come on and dance with me. Every move that they make and the step that they take makes me feel alright. 'Cause they got all the soul in the heart of it told. Makes the evening bright, yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, come on and dance with me. Come on and dance with me, baby. Come on and dance with me, girl. Come on and dance with me, yeah, yeah. Cool. Yeah, 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 yeah. Rock it, baby, man. Get it, baby, get it, baby, do me, say. Yeah. I might have better about that man, who back at that man, who better my man, leave that. Every move that they make and the step that they take make you feel alright. It is so new. Makes the evening bright. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on and dance with me, baby. Come on and dance with me. Come on, sing with me. Come on, everybody. Come on and dance with me. I know you know all these songs here. Come on and dance with me. There's a wunderbar. One more time. Come on. Come on and dance with me. Ellis to the video. Come on and dance with me. Yeah. Come on and dance with me, baby. Come on and dance with me. Dance, dance. Whoa, baby. Tell me, I love you, I want you, I need you tonight. Step down for the bit, I got a bit up on the get by the move, yeah. Rock it down the bit, I got a bit of belly move. Step it, gonna say. Step down the bump, that man, the bump, get down the girl, go to move, yeah. Once I'm out there, going to my event, I'm out look back, yeah. Boy, ain't gonna get you back down in a funny mood. Still gonna bonus, then to get the groove. Everybody gotta get on the move, gotta do the dancing. Yeah! Some bad more things like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah! Come, hey, one more time. Come on and dance with me. Yes, I'll shoot them and sing. Come on and dance with me. I'm missing love, baby. Come on and dance with me. Song, say. Come on and dance with me. We gotta move there. Come on and dance with me. Waking on the bed, you're gonna funny move. Come on and dance with me. Soon gonna money, get the groove, yeah. Come on and dance somebody with me. Somebody make me, yeah. Wicked out. Come on and dance with me. Wicked. Hey, come on and dance. Yeah. Rock. Come on. Hey. thank you, yeah. Thank you.
When the band broke up in 1988, and Simmer we never tour anyway, all the way the hit records that we had. That album was a big hit in 1969, and the hit parade went number 5. And all the songs on this album is a hit. But because we have some confused with Simmerip and Pyramids, at the time, originally the Skinhead Mood Stamp was supposed to be president. It wasn't president. It's supposed to be a president record, but at the same time we have Train Toward the Rainbow City. It was written by Eddie Grant, our first hit, and then we couldn't use that name to Pyramids to perform Skinhead Mood Stamp, so we have to put it out. We have to keep it. We have to put it under the record label Treasure Isle, and then we never tour with that record. We never tour because we do some gigs as Pyramids in England, a lot of gigs, but the Skinhead, they go crazy. So nobody don't want to book us. So we didn't tour with that name. We still toured with Pyramids, but not with Simmerip. And then we leave the country to come and tour in Germany all over the place with the record in Hit Parade because nobody wanted to book us. They was afraid of the Skinheads. They always fight, and all this other stuff. So we came to Germany to tour and nobody knew what reggae music was. I went to Austria, the same problem. Belgium, the same problem. Italy, the same problem. France, the same problem. Spain, the same problem. So we end up playing dance music. And then 1988, the band broke up. And I went into the gospel scene and the soul stuff and Barry White imitation and James Brown and I made a big name in Switzerland. And was doing pretty well until when Laurel, the guy who discovered the band many, many years ago, Laurel was the guy who discovered the Bees, because we used to back him till Eddie Grant changed him as Pyramids. And then, as I said, when the band broke up in 1988, we have to make a new career and everybody go their own way. Till when I met Laurel in 2005, he said to me, I went to visit him because the last time I saw Laurel before he died was 1963, 1964. That was the last time I saw Laurel. And I never see him again until 2005, you know? So it was great. And he said, what are you doing? I said, yeah, I'm in the gospel scene. Yeah, I heard about that. So he did it. I said, yeah, so you don't need reggae scene anymore? I said, no, you know. I said, yeah, you're crazy. You got millions of fans all over the world. He said, you should go out as similar, go out again as, you know, the band, said the band broke up. So there's no more Simmerip. They said to me, then you go on your own because you're the guy who wrote the songs and sing them. So you should get out there and do it because people want to see the band. You got to let the fans and keep getting new ones every year and come into the skinhead reggae scene and the punk. Everybody wants to see you and hear your music, want to hear you live and so on, and see you live performing. And then I said, I think about that, and then I said, Lauren, what kind of name I could use? Lauren said to me, go out as Mr. Simmerip. He's the one. Go out as Mr. Simmerip. Then I said, yeah, I could use the name, go out as Mr. Simmerip. Yeah, but I don't, you might get the other boys, they're jealous. You know. And then Lauren said, what jealous? Fuck those guys, man. He said, Lauren said, fuck those guys. You're the guy who wrote the song, sing, you're the voice everybody wants to know. He said, anybody can play the music on that record, but not everybody can have your voice. You see? And this was logical what he said, you know? Anybody. So when the drummer said, I'm the guy who played the record and I'm the guy on the keyboard and the guitar, anybody can play those records. But your voice stand out. You as a singer, not anybody can sing your songs. They can sing it, but it's not you. It's somebody else. But everybody know your voice. So Laura gave me the idea, and since 2005, end of 2005, I've been on the road as Roy Ellis, a.k.a. Mr. Simmerip. So that's how I got the name.
I don't want the baby. No, 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 baby. Let's shuffle. and run back like you ought to run and dance. Oh, please, darling, don't you put the blame in me. Yeah. I don't want you, I don't need you anymore. You said last night you gonna treat me nice. Now you're telling me, say, baby, you treat me with a knife. Oh, please, darling, don't you put the blame on me. Yeah. I don't want you, I don't need you anymore. Yeah. I thought I was the only man in your life. Yeah, come on. I was hoping one day, baby, you gonna be my wife. Yeah, baby. All right, come on. Oh, please, darling, don't you put the blame on me. I don't want you, I don't need you anymore. I don't want you, I don't need you anymore. I don't want you, I don't need you anymore.
He died now, but a lot of people saw me on the stage, even in England, and said, your charisma remind me of Laurel. They told me that. Even Laurel Lakin, Laurel Atkin's wife, which is how I said, your charisma is just you. Laurel would do the same thing, and Laurel would say, "This you remind me of Laurel, like it's inside of you." So who knows, baby? 'Cause he's the one who gave me the idea to go as Mr. Simeon. He said, when I passed away, I want you to, because they call him the godfather of ska, when I pass, if something should, I want you to take over. Because I'm singing your songs as well in my program. And you was before me.
How did you meet him?
You were looking for a band. What the Bees were looking for a backing band those days. And then he found us. We went to him. We were playing like in nurses' party and weddings and all this other stuff.
Kingston?
No, it's in England.
In England?
In England, yeah.
England.
In England, yeah.
Okay.
I left Jamaica when I was 14 and a half. Come to England. But Larry was already big in Jamaica. Then he came to England and, I was doing a lot of promotion. Like I was making concerts there with him. He's the one who was bringing over all the Jamaican artists in those days. That's how we got the chance to back Prince Buster and Ethiopian and Toots and the Maytals and we met Jackie Edwards and Desmond Decker and so on. Through Laurel, We had a concert in a club in London. It's called Club Ska. Maybe you heard about it, I don't know. And Laurel was supposed to come down as a surprise. And 3 days before the gig, he died. So he couldn't come, And so I just carry on, So I have to give credit to Laurel.
The root of all evil. Let's go. Hey. Let's go. sugar, sugar, what the want. Me no wanna breadfruit. It a go fuck up me best soup. Me no want no cassava. Me no come from Yugoslavia. Me no want no poco. Me no come from Acapulco. The sugar don't sugar, what the want. Sugar don't feel. The sugar don't sugar, sugar don't feel. Yeah, bo 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 bo. Why yeah, 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 yeah. Why yeah. Whoa. Come on. Give them. Sugar don't feel, hey, what the what? With that don't feel. Sugar don't sugar, sugar don't sugar. Whoa, 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 whoa. Way, way, way,
I was doing so many jobs to survive before we get till I get my feet with the music scene, you know. So then I learned a motor mechanic after the school. Then I went in cooking. Then I went to school, finished the cooking. Couldn't finish it because we had this hit at the time, 1967, and then 1965. 1965 we went to Blockbuster, and then later on we were still working after I finished backing all those guys. When they come over back then, but Monday morning you gotta go back to work normally. Until 1967 when we have our first hit, Straight Out to Rainbow City, then we come professional and we stop working until that day. From 1967 till now, I'm on the stage professionally. But before it was like all profi, you know? Like some people, you work a weekend with the music, and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday work in the job, you know? And but from we get the first hit record in 1967, and big hit in the parade, and from that day until now, I'm on the stage. So it takes long to get me where I am now, and I lost a lot of stuff. We got a lot of hits. I got one hit in the hit parade in England, number 2. Geronimo was telling you about it. It's the B-side from this guy Bruce Ruffin. It's called Rain. Don't know if you know it. Number 2, you have Skinhead. Skinhead Moon Song was a hit. Skinhead Girl was a hit. The album was a hit. The Train to the Rainbow City, Eddie Khan wrote that, so you get all the money. We got one song, but Monte, the keyboard player, myself, was number 18 in the German hit parade here in 1967. It's a slow song, Mexican Moonlight. It's a ballad. So I would get ripped off. And all those times we get ripped off. So getting ripped off, you learn, it's like going to a school. It's like going to school because so many people ripped you off. Then you learn from those things. Oh, this is how it works. Okay. So, you know, you got to choose who you go to record with. That's why I was telling you, I'm not going to jump and record with every band who back me. That's why they're looking for somebody with a great name. Don't get me wrong, I don't want to say that I'm great, but with my name for the people they see me as an icon, from the reggae scene, as a legend. And then when they get me to put my name on a record, because, oh, Royal's on this record, the people they're gonna buy it. That's what the people. So it's nice, but I don't want to do it every band, otherwise you get burnt out. You gotta be careful, like I said I would do with you guys. By Tufal, that's with a teenager. But with this guy in Spain, the band Sancho, that was what kind of Tufal. We have abgemacht. Ich met mit euch an der Platte. So in der from an alte Classic, was habe ich geschrieben? You can't leave now. And record it with them, you know.
Das heißt, ihr darf nicht gehen, du musst hier bleiben bis am 6 Uhr morgen, okay? Bis am 6 Uhr morgen. You don't have to work tomorrow. This song is called You Can't Leave Now. You darf nicht gehen. Hit it. Searching for a girl like you. All of my life, I've been sitting and waiting for you. Yeah, you can't leave now. You can't leave me this way, girl. You can't leave now. Yeah, you can't leave me this way. When you say goodbye, I wanna break right down and cry. This split in the sky is gonna fall right in your eyes now. Can't leave now, yeah. They can't leave me this way, girl. Say you can't leave now, baby. You can't leave me this way. You can't leave me now, yeah. Leave me this way. You can't leave me now, baby. You can't leave now, yeah. Hey. Oh, you can't leave now, everybody. Hey. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody said, yeah. You gotta stay here with me, man. I'm gonna be. A big round of applause for the Magic Touch. These guys really have some magic in their fingers and in their feet. Applause here. Magic Touch! Great band, great band.
The Magic Touch is not only good, and they're very nice people personally. personally nice people. With you guys, with the mandatory, you can make jokes, you can laugh, you can smoke something, have a drink, and like brothers, like my children. I'm fooling around with my kids because all of you guys could be my kids. Cause my oldest daughter is 40. Next year she'll be 47, and there's nobody in the band with that age. There's nobody in the mandatory with 47 years old, is it? Okay, so everybody could be my kids. And it's Joyce, we're always happy to see you guys when they come, With you guys, with Imagine Just like a family thing, It's a great feeling, But it's great that you guys are also backing other people. But when I come to you guys, it's not like coming to a strange band. When I meet you guys, like, oh, I'm gonna see my friends, like.
The next song what I'm going to do for you right now is telling a story about myself because I've got my dread. Check this out. Shh. Check it. I've got my dreadlocks here. You see? And before I tell you the story, I want to hear everybody say, Jah! Jah! Rastafari! Ever living, ever minded, but that nothing to do with the story. A lot of people have been asking me, they said, they call you all over the world that you are the boss Skinhead. Just to make it sound, the ganze Welt Leute kennen mich als Roy Ellis, aka Mr. Skinhead, the boss Skinhead. Aber wieso has an Dreadlocks? Because Skinhead trug kein Dreadlocks. Ist aber gesagt, nein, wenn ich bin der Boss, ich kann machen, was ich will. Am I right? Am I right? All right. So, some skinhead been asking me why I told them from the front, I'm a skinhead. But from the back, I'm a Rastafari. So, this song be telling a story that all the skinhead who don't understand the system, they were laughing at me. So this joke is on me. Hit it! Are you ready? Don't laugh at me, skinhead. Hey, let me be. From the front of my skinhead, but on the back of my Rastafari. On the skinhead, them I love to one, no man left by my right. But all them everything in the darkness come out in light. And I can grow my hair whatever I like. On the skinhead go, ha, ha, ha. And everyone go, all the people. And everyone say, I was sitting in the cab and some people staring at me. I was sipping my tea and dip and sipping my tea. Somebody laughed and said they never see a skinhead like me. I was hoping and praying that the people would let me be. All the people go, ha ha. Everybody, come on. And everyone go. All the people. And everyone say. And everyone.
So over the years, you get older and get wiser and smarter, But you're still gonna get ripped off, but at least you get something. But the old days, you don't get nothing. For example, when I make my first record, you know what I get for the job? One Chinese meal. A Chinese dinner, that's what they pay me. And they get 1 penny from the song. But the song, those 2 songs, what I wrote, those are in my program now. And I'm making money from it now. And they're on a record now. The Skinhead them are come. And I don't want you to leave you anymore. It's on the record now. And this record been all over the world selling. So, you know what I mean? So you just have to find the right person at the right time. Trojan ripped me off, but they give us the start. President Record ripped us off, but they give us the start too. And Columbia Blue Beat and EMI and all those, Decca. We've been in a lot of record label until it takes time till we get Tony Face, who was a skinhead and still is in the scene, and he used to play our song when he used to be in a band, and he found me. I got the chance to go to Ozzy at the time, but Ozzy wasn't interested because I think he thought I was when somebody told him about me, horse farm in Switzerland, for example, with Calais Caviar, and they thought I was they said I was a Lithium Pyramids from Simmery, from the Bees, from the Seven Letters, from the EK Bunch, from the blah blah blah. We have a lot of names, you know, West Indians and blah blah blah. She said to me, they told Ozzy about me, but at the beginning, I don't know if it's true. I'm going to say, they said he wasn't interested because even Calais Caviar before they backed me, they thought Das Gedak is one the charlatan. And boy, so he's been the singer from Simmery because they didn't know I was living there. Till when Laurel came to Switzerland and went in the dressing room and said, "Hey Laurel, how you doing, man?" He said, "Who are you?" He said, "You don't remember me, man, Roy?" He said, "Roy from Bees?" "Yeah." And some people was taking interview with him and said, "Take the camera off me. This is the man. This is the man you got to put it. This is the boss, man. This is the man who runs Skinhead Girls, Skinhead Moonstorm, Beast, and everybody." The reporter couldn't believe it. The camera on me. But before, when I told them I was the Simmery singer, they didn't believe. And I was doing some gigs with them and Ozzy didn't believe. But so later on, Ozzy's found out. And since then, he's backing me. Because he realized he's come to the right address. See? And as your question, I said, so you have to just think what happened in my life. Sometimes some people have it the first minute, and I have to wait and learn my lesson. So over the years, just my, what I've got in my head, you have to, as I said, nobody's teach me anything. I listen, I learn, I ask questions, and if you're ambitious, you said in German, ehrgeizig, if you're ambitious and ehrgeizig, I said 2 words together, you got to screw your head and said, think, and make a pinpoint, said, this is what I want to do.
Yeah. Well, I'm working on my plane. The boss is back. And I know I can't go wrong. The boss is back. My mama say run away. Papa say ain't gonna stray. I got something here to say. And I know I'm gonna see. The boss is back. Hey. When I know I can't go wrong. Well, the boss is back. The boss is back. My papa say I'm gonna wait. Mama say I'm gonna stray. I got something here to say, and I know I'm gonna say. The boss is back. Hey. Reggae music is here to stay. The boss is back. And it can be no other way. The boss is back. Skinhead crowd will be on.